Hey everyone, welcome back. Today, we're diving into why Black Myth: Wukong is one of the most hyped games in recent years, while others like Concord fail to live up to expectations. So, what sets Wukong apart? Well, it comes down to one simple thing. The developers focused on what gamers actually want. Fun, immersive gameplay. But in Concord's case, it seems like they cared more about pushing social agendas than actually delivering a good game. So, let's break it all down. Let's talk about what made this game an instant success. First, the gameplay. As soon as that first trailer dropped, people were blown away. It's like Sekiro meets Dark Souls, but with this rich, cultural lore based on Journey to the West. It just looked stunning. And let's not forget the combat. It's fast, it's fluid, and it's challenging. Wukong gives players what they crave. Action-packed, strategic gameplay with jaw-dropping visuals. The attention to detail in the world building, the story, it all made people say, I need to play this. And of course, the Dark Souls special, where you have to do the same boss over and over again, that also made it fun. There was no hype about anything except the game itself. It didn't need to sell itself on anything, beyond just being fun and immersive. Now, what do gamers really want? They just want to have fun. They want to dive into a world where they can forget everything else that's going on in their life and just get lost in the story, the action and the challenge of it. That's exactly what Wukong gave us. A deep, engaging experience where gameplay just comes first. Here's the key factor though. Wukong actually respected its audience. It didn't try to push any unnecessary messaging on us. It just focused on creating an epic adventure that players couldn't wait to get their hands on. Gamers are here for escapism, not to be told what they should think or what they should believe. Now, let's talk about Concord. When it was first announced, people were intrigued. A new sci-fi shooter backed by PlayStation? That sounds cool, right? But here's the thing. As more details came out, people just started losing interest. And why was that? Well, Concord didn't show us much about the actual gameplay. Instead, a lot of the marketing focused on how the game was about inclusivity, diversity, and representation. Now, don't get me wrong, those are good things, no doubt. But here's where Concord missed the mark. It put those social issues at the forefront, instead of showing us why we should be excited to play that game. When gamers sit down to play, they don't care about social agendas, they just care about one thing. Is it fun? Will it hold my attention? Am I going to enjoy this with some friends? But in Concord's case, it just felt like the focus wasn't on creating a standout experience, but rather pushing an agenda. And that's why, in my opinion, it just flopped. Here's the thing. Representation does not make a bad game. It does matter in games, but it should never come at the expense of what makes a game great. The gameplay. Games like The Last of Us. And Horizon Zero Dawn showed you that you can have diverse characters and themes without sacrificing the core experience. With Wukong, the focus stayed on creating a game that was fun first, and any cultural representation felt natural to the story. It wasn't trying to preach to the player, it was just trying to entertain them and make them learn a little about the story itself. On the other hand, Concord fell into the trap of making social issues the main event. And when that overshadows the game itself, players lose interest. The bottom line, gamers want a great game before anything else. So why did Black Myth: Wukong succeed while Concord flopped? They understood that players just want to be entertained. They just want another fun game. A fun game that you can sink your time in and forget about anything else. With amazing visuals. Like, did you see the trailer? It looks amazing. It has good gameplay and a story which you can get lost in. You can just play it for hours, Meanwhile, Concord seemed more concerned with sending a message than making a game people actually wanted to play. And that's why it missed the mark. At the end of the day, developers should remember that gameplay comes first. Social issues can be part of a game, but they should never be the main attraction. Gamers are here to play, not to be lectured. And in some way, it's good that Concord flopped, maybe now game developers will finally understand we don't actually want games that push social agendas on us. We just want to enjoy a game, you know? So, let me know what you think in the comments. Do you agree that focusing on gameplay is key? Or do you think there's more room for more social messaging in games? But maybe on a smaller scale. If you like this breakdown, don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe, and hit the bell, so you don't miss out on more gaming deep dives. Thank you for listening to me, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye bye.